Peace, baby. Prospector Tripp. Hey, this is that caliche looking stuff that I chiseled out of the hillside there the other day, and I haven't ran it yet, but I took the fines kind of that were on the bottom of this, and I ran them real quick in a pan, and I got one little tiny flake of gold. And so there may be less in this, I'm not really sure. But this stuff here, as you get it wet, right, will totally crumble, such as that, right? So what I think I'm going to do with this stuff here, number one, I think I'm just going to metal detect it real quick, because I didn't metal detect any of these samples that I took. You know, I got this caliche sample, and then I got 2 bucket samples. Actually, over here, I'll show you. Might as well show you while we're talking, while we're flapping our lips. Got one here, and I have this one here. This is the one that's just above the caliche layer, and this is the very top layer of you know, river cobbles. So anyway, I'm gonna do a similar thing with this. I'm going to you know, the caliche, of course, I'm just going to get wet and, you know, basically carefully pan it, see what it's got in it, and I may classify it. I'm not really sure just yet, but anyway, yeah, I probably go on forever and bore the heck out of you. So I'll show you what we're doing here. Next layer up. So that's the bottom layer, the caliche. This was just above the caliche, and then this is the top layer here. You know, it's a little bit kind of a browner color, and there's quite a few more like river looking rocks in it, and we'll see what's in the top layer too, and see who's got the most. I have a feeling that one's probably gonna have the most, just guessing. However, that's what I'm gonna do. So just got me a little piece of steel there. Hopefully this stuff will break up easily, hopefully. Don't have to get too crazy with it. Yeah, this is my 5th rinse here, and yeah, it's about down there. Nope, not one. Okay. That's good. So nothing floated out with my material, dumping it out. So if there's any gold in there, it's in there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, folks, I got my 2 mesh and my 12 mesh sitting up on a pan. See what all we can get on in there. Right. I got one from all that material that I just ran. One piece right there, right? I think you guys can see that, I hope. Let me see here. Can you see it? Can you see? I don't know. Okay, folks, now I'm working on the layer above it. I'm just gonna classify these like you kind of would if you were just out working around at the river, right? I'm gonna wet classify these one more time. This is a 12 screen here, because got a lot of big junk in it, and if there's gold bigger than the 12 mesh, I'd be happy about that. I've been cleaning off the rocks that came from the top portion is the darker material. The middle portion was this stuff here, which had all that calcium, you know, lime in it. And then the lower part, of course, was that caliche. But this stuff here, I just quickly kind of scrubbed the rocks off and then panned the dirt and got some gold, of course. And we'll look at that later. But a lot of these rocks, like this one here, you know, a lot of these guys in here had significant amount of, you can see all that material on top, but theirs, of course, is clean. And look at all the material on top of that, right? So I believe there's going to be significant amount of gold in here, I think. But I've just been banging them around, scrubbing it off like that, right? We'll see what happens once I scrub these off like this and see what kind of gold in comparison to just the general, you know, material that is quickly, you know, panned, like as if you're just down there grabbing some dirt and panning it, you know? And so I'm just curious, you know, it's not an efficient operation to scrub these like this. You know, I suppose you come up with some kind of big shaking tub, like a washing machine or something, to bang them around for a few minutes before you did them. But so I got most of the junk off that, right? So that's kind of what I've been doing. It's just scrubbing them off like that, one by one. Just make sure there's not too much material stuck on them, especially not like a half-inch pile like goes on here. So I had one of these old mobile homes, you know, tie down, screw them into the ground, cut it off. I dulled up the edges real good on the grinder so it wouldn't punch a hole through the bucket right away. And of course, I still have quite a bit of these cobbles in here, but I'm gonna give them heck now because they're small and they're hard to scrub off. So we'll see what this does here, right? So. All right, good. Nice agitation. That's gotta be doing something. Let's see how they're agitated now. Oh yeah, they're not complaining. All that scrubbing, this is the culmination of, did it help? Was it a waste of time? Which is fine, that's fine to have a waste of time as long as I know. I just want to know, baby, if there's any gold stuck to those things when I just quickly scrub them off. And I can see gold already over here. You know, it's got some. You can probably see that one, I hope. Thinned it out real quick here so we can see what's going on. Too much water. Yeah, so definitely I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are about 20 little specks, but one big little speck. Basically one big little speck. So there's gold stuck to them, but I don't know if that warrants all that work. But you know, clearly if you're down there, if you got an electric drill and this little gizmo you got, might as well do that, right? Otherwise you'd be throwing those things away. And you don't want to throw that away, right? That's not a big piece of gold or nothing, but it's a piece of gold for sure. And it's a little chunky, it's not totally flat, so it's a little bit of weight there. Anyway, peace, baby. Okay folks, I got through that material. You know, I had about half a bucket of each, you know. Actually I had 3, you know. I had the caliche on the bottom, the calcium laden material, And then the next layer was still river rock, but above that calcium layer. So I had those 3 layers in 3 different buckets. And the caliche had 1 flake, basically nothing. And it probably just fell in there from the other stuff. But this is the layer just above the caliche. And so it's kind of the middle layer of the 3. That one clearly has got a little bit bigger gold. I can't see that in the camera. Come on now. You gotta be able to see it. Let's get some water over it, maybe. Anyway, dang it. This camera. I'm gonna take one with my phone. That's it. Anyway, this one's got more. This is the stuff with all the calcium in it. This is above the calcium. I would say, looking at it, probably roughly 50% worth. So clearly that middle layer, that's the juicy spot, at least from this first sample. Bottom line with that, I think probably getting in there, knocking out just that center layer, you know, in buckets. You know, take out the big cobbles, you know, stuff that's real easy, that's big, you know, big as a softball. Fill it up with water, hit it with the drill, whatever I do with my drill, and spin it, right? Knock everything off of it, and then classify it. Pan it. That's what I think would be the best way for this particular spot. We love you, man. Bye-bye.